Shalom, I'm back again. This part two, like I said, this part was gonna cut off because I was so long-winded. But I'm gonna go ahead on and get back to the video. So,
This time warning of a mammoth nationwide blackout that could specifically last 18 months. And they're saying that there's weaknesses in our grid, and we've known this for some time. But the former Federal Energy Regulatory Commission head, John Wellinghoff, says that he has seen for too long vulnerabilities and that the public just doesn't understand where we sit. That our government has actually gone to a lot of these substation electric providers, the companies that own the substations, and told them the situation, but then told them they have to deal with it themselves. They have to protect the place themselves. So if they were to be coming under drone attacks, they expect them to pay for and install like drone turrets and everything else to try to take them down.
and right quick, the drones are the new weapon of choice, right? Because they're cheaper, they're easier to maneuver, they can go undetected, right? They can fly at an altitude where it's hard to detect them things, and that's what Russia's dealing with now. Russia has been hit by more drones than ever would have believed, right? They got deep into Moscow. They hit Moscow. They hit Putin's palaces because of drones. Okay, so those drones, that's how they're tearing up the oil refineries because of drones. Look at what Iran has done with the Israelis and Babylon itself. Well, it's all Babylon, so what has done with Babylon, which because it's all one nation now anyway. They've been one nation. It's Amalek just actually stepping up and putting claim to Babylon. Okay, but when you look at it, that's exactly what has happened now to Iran. Well, I mean, Iran has been doing to Esau. Okay, they've been dropping them damn drones. A lot of them missiles, a lot of them explosions is drones blowing up them boats. Them drone boats. They got drone boats. They got drone planes. Right? Ukraine using drone planes to blow up different parts of to reach and hit into Moscow. And so yeah, no, it's those drones ain't no joke. Okay, and they cheap, right? They cheap fodder. They're easy, quick, and cheap to make, and you can make a shitload of them. Where in America it costs you millions of dollars to make a missile to use a battery, a missile battery. It costs you, a couple $1 million. So rather put out the drones that'll cost America probably fucking, thousands of dollars, maybe $100,000 to make them, right? Because it's Babylon. But you go over to Iran, man, they make them things for less than $20,000, man. $10,000, 5,000. They make them fucking things cheap. That's cheap for them, right? Babylon got to pay double and triple to make them because it costs that much more. The Iranians, they're paying a little bit of nothing to make them damn things. So, that go to tell you what time it is. You understand and know, how much what the difference is. But them drones ain't no joke. You know, it's an easy way to blow some shit up at a cheaper price, and then you can send fucking thousands of them at a time. And then as you producing thousands more, because it costs so much less, right? Flood it, and that's what they're doing with, like I said, Ukraine is using that very tactic. They're flooding Russia with thousands of drones. Okay, thousands of drones just flooding that bitch. So they've hit them constantly, and they keep tearing up these oil refineries. And now the price of diesel goes up. The price of fossil fuels is going higher, right? So you got to get ready, like you said. Then you worry about the blackouts and the blackouts that's in Ukraine, Russia goes through. Matter of fact, Cuba just goes through blackouts. I mean, I think they've been blacked out for a while. So you know, you got to get ready for this kind of shit. See, they and as they say, oh well, Cuba's okay. Cuba, they not okay. But do they manage? They ever Cuba's managing the blackouts. Why? Why is Cuba able to manage blackouts? Cuba has been suppressed has been so destroyed for so long, right? They're used to working with the least amount. They're used to not having electrical power because they said there's always been a rolling blackout in Cuba, right? You some day, weeks, months, you don't have power. So they've learned how to deal. They become accustomed to the darkness, so to speak, right? It's like Batman and Bane. What did Bane say? You adopted the darkness, but I was born in it, right? So the shit, Cuba was born in it, but Esau, Edom, Babylon, you about to adopt the darkness. So you got to go through the training. You got to go through the hardship. You got to go through how to move and maneuver, what to do, where to go, when to move, when not to move. Cuba done been through that shit, right? Them Latin American countries, they've been through, they go through still the hard shit, the hard times. So for them, right, it's simple, it's easy. They get it. They know how to maneuver. They already used to it, right? That's why Jake gonna fare better than Esau than Edomites.